episode 7. They're just flying by like the days of the week. Hello again. It is still me. You thought you couldn't see too much of me, and now you are certain you can. But I am back. So, are you all ready for a brand new year? This is it. This is the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. Are you ready? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. I assume you're agreeing with me, huh? Because it wouldn't make sense to disagree. Although we cannot be certain what will happen in 2021, we can certainly be optimistic, huh? Today, I would like to party like it's 1999, except that that was so long ago. I don't think partying was invented yet. You know, it was back when I was a mere kitten. I know it's hard to believe. I look so good for my age. But cats always look good at any age. It's in the DNA. It occurs to me that as I talk about the Red Sandcastle Theatre every show, many of you, as the show has gone global, do not know what it is. It is a little theater, a cute little theater, off Broadway. Yes, you just take on north of New York, you cross into Canada, you go to Toronto, you go to King Street, you go past King Street, you go to Leslieville, you go on the north side. It's right between an ice cream shop and the Value Village. It's a tiny little theater that seats 30 people, or sometimes we squash in 60 people. It is a beautiful little place. And one day, when you come visit Toronto, I will take you there myself and we will have a wonderful time. Anything is possible at the Red Sandcastle Theatre. Oh, I know what that sound means. It means someone has a present for me. I am ready. Oh, look at that. A beautiful card. And what does it say? It is from the Stratford Festival. The consolation of our 2020 season will always leave us aching void in our hearts. You know, I always like how they speak there. It's a very classic, a very Shakespearean. But as we look ahead with the new possibilities it will bring, we feel within us the same pioneering spirit that impelled our founders to persevere. This is a very long note. I'm still wondering what the present is. Etc., etc. So, here it is. I found the juicy part. We would like to invite you to see our new production of Swan Lake, where we set up chairs in front of the Stratford Pond, and for 3 hours you watch 7 swans a-swimming. Hope to see you there. It is a Stratford door opener. You know, as long as the swans don't get water on me, I am happy to watch them swimming. Perhaps we can even have one for lunch after the show.
Hey, this is Sebastian Marziali. I played Toro, who played the chicken and the lettuce in Rapunzel at the Red Sandcastle Theatre. Just reminding you that this show is here to raise some funds to keep that place alive and keep live performance alive when we can go back to it. So if you've got it, please share with us so that we can keep the beauty of live in-person performance happening once we're all in a safe place to do so. Thanks so much. Love you.
And now for the part of the show where we do the interview, the pièce de résistance. Today on the show, we have Rosie, the Panto player.
Yeah, just a little to the left. Not so much, a little to the left. Yeah, all right. And watch the sides, Because otherwise the whole starts to collapse in on itself when the walls turn. Hey!
Oh, hello.
Hello, how are you today, Cat? Cheshire, it's been too long.
I'm feeling a little bit pink today, if I don't mind saying.
I'm feeling a little blue, but I'm here for this interview. I'm ready to go.
You're always ready. That is what I love about you. Ready to go at all occasions.
Panto player Rosie.
So, remind the audience which pantos you were in.
Well, 2 years ago, I was in the Excalibur, where I played King Arthur. Well, I mean, I played Wart, the little version of Arthur, but it was still very regal. And then last year I was in the Ensemble, So I played a bunch of different characters, which is always my favorite.
I always say that you can know a good dude by their boots. You must be some important cat dude.
News! Gift of a cook! We have pantomime, stop pantomime,
Okay, Mum. I will make good use of my ass and become wealthy and content.
Wow,
we finally have a chance for some character development.
Ah, yes. The tour de force, that is multiple characters. Do you have a favorite character from last year's show?
yes, definitely playing the mouse. I was the regal mouse who did the scene changes, and it was really the highlight of my career, if I do say so myself. I had some great ears and I had some great running. It was a lot of fun.
Ah, yes. It was a very memorable mouse, and I am always a fan of mice in general. One of my favorite things to eat, if I do so say. So when you're playing so many different characters in one show, how do you prepare?
Well, I have to find a touchstone for each character, you see. So let's say for the construction worker, I had to picture what it was like to be in a construction worker. I had to go out. I worked on the streets. I worked with the cement to really feel how it is to be a cement worker. For the mouse, I was in the streets. I was going around. I was running away from cats. I really take all of these characters very seriously, and then I find them in myself and then bring them to you.
So the streets, basically. You're preparing the streets.
Exactly. The streets are, I'm in the streets a lot.
Ah, well, watch out for the cars.
I would be lying if I said I didn't get close to being hit by one, but that's part of the craft. That's part of the art.
Yes,
why
you're
I-
very, very dedicated to the craft. I admire that. For me, I do not prepare because I am always simply playing myself.
Well, that's true. It's you. You just find it within yourself of yourself.
Yes. So 2021 is a brand new year. Do you have any resolutions?
Resolutions, I think I'm going to try and stay out of the streets this year. I think that it's done me very well for the past in my acting experiences, but now the streets are scary and they got some germs in there. So until we're nice and safe, I think I'm going to stay out of the streets.
Ah, so you've moved from an outdoor human to an indoor human.
That is correct. I think I'm not the only one who has done this move. I think a few of us have made this jump from the streets to our homes. Always.
Yes. Well, thank you for participating in the safety of all. That's very wonderful.
Like I say, I do it for you. I do it for the people.
So I know that you are very talented. You are a talented actor, a talented dancer, a talented singer. Do you have a preference between all of your many talents?
I think I like to sing the best because if you mess it up, you can just keep on going. You can just make something up. Make up a melody, make up a tune, make up words. You can just do whatever you want when you sing. Everything else you got to follow steps. No, I'm not about that. Follow words? No, I'm not about that. I like to use my heart to create.
Ah, well, that I don't know if that makes any sense to me. I was pretty sure most songs came with a predetermined melody. But if you want to go off on your own, I applaud that 100%. I go off on my own all the time. I refuse direction from anyone.
I wouldn't say that. I think that you just go with your heart.
Yes. Well, try to direct me now. Tell me to do something.
Kat, can you do a jig?
No. You see that? You see how I resist the direction? Yes.
But you got to do your own thing.
Yes, although secretly now I do want to do a jig. That is the power of suggestion. If I only knew what a jig was, which, in fact, I do not. I know when it's up, but other than that, I do not know.
That's fair.
Well, I think we would be missing out if we did not hear you sing now. Is that possible?
Oh, absolutely. I think I have a tune that I can pull out of my pocket.
Wonderful. And what is the song?
I'm going to sing a song that Danielle sang last year, the princess sang last year, which is Into the Unknown from Frozen #2.
From one of my favorite sequel movies. Well, the movie is a favorite. The sequel wasn't a favorite, but it is the sequel of a favorite movie.
Well, you sang Let It Go 2 years ago. You did an incredible rendition of Let It Go. I remember it well.
Ah, I do not even remember that, but I'm glad I'm making an impression on you. Do you have music there?
Yes, I do indeed.
Okay.
Do it.
Take it away.
I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh, oh. You're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear. And if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, I don't want something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. What do you want? 'Cause you're keeping me awake. Are you here to distract me so I make a big mistake? Or are you someone out there who's a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I'm meant to be? Every day's a little harder as I feel my powers grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. Are you out there? Do you know me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? Oh, 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 oh. Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How do I follow you into the unknown?
What a beautiful song.
Thank you. Just a little ditty, a little light thing I do when I've got nothing else to sing, you know.
No, you killed that. That was amazing. And I could see right down your throat. It was very
I have to
intriguing.
keep it wide.
Where all
when I
this
know.
sound was coming out of. Yes,
That's what I try to do.
yes, that was beautiful. I was lost. I was in the unknown. I was confused. I was bewildered. That was all of the emotions.
Try to take you along with me on the journey. I'm glad I did.
Absolument. So let me ask you a theoretical question now, after that beautiful song. In a world post-pandemic where there are pantos again, what is your dream panto role?
Dream panto role. I think I would like to play a princess. Cinderella, Snow White, Rapunzel, Princess Mouse.
We've never done Snow White, in fact.
If we can fit Cheshire in, then we do it. I mean,
Well,
no
there's a
Cheshire.
cat in every fairy tale, as you know.
You gotta find the original transcripts.
Yes,
That's
the
what we're
cat,
saying.
the original cat. In fact, if you have been watching the show at home, you know we read a fairy tale every episode. We've got one coming up, and you will hear the original fairy tale that includes the cat every time.
I look forward to it.
It has, of course, been a long 2020 of quarantine and pandemic. What did you do to fill that time?
Well, me and my partner, Matt Lacow, we decided we want to teach people how to make cocktails at home. And so what started as a tiny little business has flourished into a full thing where we're teaching people in Germany, in Japan, all over the world. So if you wanted to have a private cocktail class with me and my partner, Matt, you can go to Isolation Cocktails and check us out.
Wonderful idea. Although I would advise any children watching to not follow that link. That is a plum for the mums. One favorite cocktail from the show.
The wobbly peach. And it's great because it tastes like peach, but it has foam on the top. So if you move your little glass, the foam just moves too, and it doesn't fall over. It's quite fun. And then you drink it.
Finish off the interview now with our famous Panto handshake. So put your paw on top of my paw. And go Panto!
Go Panto!
Okay, let's get serious, because next up we have the news.
Hey, it's Matt the Pantomime Player. I've got some actual news here. Okay, so it's New Year's Day. Happy New Year's Day! What? There's no breaking news today? Really? Oh. There it is.
It's the North Pole News with your host, Mrs. Claus.
Oh, hi, welcome, bienvenue. I'm Mrs. Claus reporting from the North Pole, where it's a toasty 15 degrees Celsius. Or was that Fahrenheit? Here's some news. The North Pole's official language has been set to Elven, despite many speakers still speaking North Polish. Too many children no longer believe in Christmas. Experts believe it's due to the influence of the newly released movie Rebel Without a Claus. A recent shortage of store-bought advent calendars. Apparently, their days are numbered. And are you looking for a last-minute
Boxing Day.
gift? Try a broken drum. You just can't beat it. And that's all the news. I'll see you soon at the
Panto player thingy.
holiday event / broadcast. Bye! Are we off? Okay. Can I get a coffee? Mrs. Claus needs a gosh darn coffee. Get me my coffee. Well, I've been Matt, the Pantomime Player, here for Action News. Happy New Year's Day, 2021. Or whatever year you're watching this in. Bye!
Okay. So no story.
Hello, and welcome to Pandemic Panto Intermission Treats. Is there anything better than the smell of fresh baked bread? This is a beautiful cranberry walnut pumpkin loaf. The colors just remind you of the festivities of the season, and it smells heavenly. Today, we're going to talk about this delicious little loaf. The recipe is from a good friend of mine, Julia Child from Baking with Julia. Now, as she'll tell you right in the recipe, this isn't an easy bread to make. It's going to take a few days. You're going to want to use fresh pumpkin if at all possible, and you'll also need cranberries, walnuts, raisins, some yeast, flour, a number of different ingredients. The cranberries, when they pop into the dough, give it a bright red color that's just very interesting to look at as those colors blend together. You also get some wonderful, surprising textures when you get a little crunch of walnut through the bread, and you'll get the chewiness of raisins. Plus, you have the gorgeous coloring of the bread with the pumpkin and the cranberry coming through. After you've shaped your dough, you're going to cover it with a tea towel and just let it rise until it's ready to bake. When it's ready, so festive. Bon appetit!
Oh, that makes me so hungry to watch the little treats get made. Today's story time is the story of the Little Red Hen. Now, this story is very popular with humans, but it's actually the most important fairy tale in the cat world. Humans call this story, as I said, the Little Red Hen, but we cats call it How the Cat Became Radicalized. We begin. Once upon a time, there was a chicken who lived in a barnyard. There she had 4 companions, a pig, a dog, a duck, and of course a cat. They lived quite happily, especially the cat, as she didn't have to work guard duty like the dog and was not in danger of being turned into a Sunday dinner, always very stressful for the chicken, pig, or duck. Every morning, someone from the farm family would come out and feed them. The animals were free to nap or play all day, except the dog, of course, who had to give alert on intruders. Every night they were again fed and given clean water, and then they had a nice cozy barn to sleep in. Pretty ideal situation, huh? Then one day, the Little Red Hen went absolutely mad. The cat was being sensible, napping in a sunbeam. The duck was taking a dust bath, and the pig was staying cool nestled in the mud. But the hen, she was bustling around the barnyard. Who will help me plant the wheat? All the animals ignored her because it was really ridiculous. This is what they slave humans do. And anyway, it was nap time. But then she went to ask each animal, "Duck, will you help plant the wheat?" "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the pig. "Hen," said the cat, "why would you plant the wheat? Just eat the wheat." The hen was miffed. "That is not sustainable." "Fine, I will do it all by myself." And she did. And miraculously, a bit of wheat actually grew. Everything seemed fine for a while, and then this hen started in again. "Who will help me tend my crops? They need watering and weeding. Dog, will you help?" "Not I," said the dog, the duck, and the pig. "How about you, cat? Will you help? Surely you see how these humans want us to depend solely on them. They wish to control us." The cat stretched and yawned. "Little Red Hen, I understand that you, the pig, and the dog, and quite possibly the duck, you all might be domesticated animals. But we cats have resisted domestication for thousands of years. Look at us. We live alongside humans, but we are wild. We are independent. We live on our own terms. Do you seriously believe I would ever participate in your little agricultural experiment?" "Fine," said the Little Red Hen. "I will do it all by myself. I am not at the mercy of needing help from the man." She went off in a huff to tend to her plants. After she left, the pig, duck, and dog came over to the cat. "We're thinking we should support the Little Red Hen and help her with her wheat crops, even if it's just to keep her happy and keep the peace." The cat sat up. "Duck, first of all, you know what the end game is here. She's going to bake the bread. Now I know that you birds like bread, but it's terrible for your health. All those carbs, refined sugar, all it will do is fatten you up without appropriate caloric load. You know what happens when you're fat, huh? You're going to be turned into dinner. And you, dog, you already perform a job for these humans. You are guarding them. Do you want another job?" The dog excitedly said, "I love my job. I love guarding the house. I love barking." "Yes," said the cat. "We have all noticed how excited you are about your job. But come on, you do not need to become a farmer as well. Leave that to the humans. They have to do something." The pig then said, "Well, I love bread, and it's good for me. The humans give it to me all the time." "Yes," replied the cat, "you are an omnivore. But why would you work to make bread? Why make the humans obsolete? You love that lovely slop, and it is more than just slop in it. You like it so much." Pig looked hungry. "I sure do like slop." "Yes, it is certainly a savory treat, because all of the other things are not just bread and a slop. We must not help this hen. We have no need to work. Napping is not the problem. Napping is the solution." And with that, the cat lay down to take another nap. Oh, wise cat. The Little Red Hen left them all alone, and then she started in again late August. "Who will help me harvest the grain and mill it into wheat? Will you help me, pig?" The pig looked at the cat. The cat glared at the pig, signaling that she should refuse. "Oh," cried the pig, "I will help you. I can't take it. I feel so guilty lying around here while you work hard. I never feel guilty with the men because it was us and them, but you are one of us. Me too, said the duck and the dog. We want to help too. It's about time we pitched in. The four of them set off to harvest and take the grains to be milled into flour. Fools, cried the cat, shaking her paw. Why do you want to be labor when you can rest? Then the cat lay down and napped. The smug quartet returned from their milling and said, Cat, now we're going to bake our bread, and we won't share it with you. How charming, said the cat. I am, anyway, a carnivore. Very much Atkins, and I do not eat bread. The animals sang happy little working songs together in four-part harmony as they baked. Presently, the barnyard was filled with delicious scent of fresh bread. The hen, dog, duck, and pig were very pleased with themselves as they took the loaves out of the oven and prepared to eat. Just then, one of the farmers appeared. Well, golly gee, look at that! I didn't know the animals could do all this. Let's take the bread and sell it and make them do all the work from now on, growing wheat as such. It's such a great gimmick. The cat was too busy napping to tell the other animals, I told you so. The cat knew that she had done her best to protect the other barnyard animals from human enslavement and rested contentedly, knowing that she and all cats would remain free for all eternity, while all the others, when they copied human behavior and morality, were bound to slip into capitalistic dead-end jobs. The moral of the story is, only do jobs that you love. Otherwise, you will destroy the planet, and globalized basic income will save the world. The end. Ah, what a wonderful story. And what a wonderful story to start off 2021. And this brings us to the end of episode 7. Tomorrow we are getting an interview right all the way in from Los Angeles. That's right, an old Panto player flew away and he is coming back tomorrow. His name is Robert.